Yo, yo, my sovereigns, what up? This is Boba Fett, uncensored on the internet, with episode 35 of Splinterlands 101. Joining us as usual, co-hosts of the show, finest gentleman who ever lived, Matt Clark.
Howdy, howdy.
And here's Matt Clark. He's one of the finest gentlemen that ever lived.
The Geo of the Geotrix.
Hey, guys.
And man, these people, we just can't get rid of them. They keep springing back up. Two regulars on the show, and always great fun. Mr. Rogers.
Hello.
And Sep.
G'day.
Hey, welcome back, guys. Always good to have you on the show. It's like Geo, you know. When Matt and I first started the show, we invited him on for an episode, and he's still here. He's just never went home. He just crashed on the couch, woke up in the morning, there he is. So,
I just had to come back to see your guy's face, especially Matt's. He is the most handsome man in the world.
Now, honestly, I look forward to this show like every week. It's just to catch up with you guys. It's awesome.
Yeah,
and
man. For sure.
And we got we got a bit of guild action happening tonight. Seth with his KOMC and Mr. Rogers, I believe, might have something to share tonight in the realm of guilds.
Your KOMC, that's cool. I didn't know that. That's awesome.
Yeah. Drop bear mining. Yeah, Seth, you want to tell Mr. Rogers here a little bit about drop bear mining?
Well, yeah, because that's one of my accounts. I usually don't use that account that often, but yeah, no, I usually just use the KOMC or the other account. Yeah, but we've been running the guild for a while. I have had a break though this season, so I didn't actually play much this season at all. I just needed some time just to recharge like everyone does. So I didn't manage my guild like I usually does. And for not managing it and not looking after it like I usually do, my raid and really suffered. So, I went from like anywhere, I usually finish at top 15, top 16, anywhere, 17 around there. And then we're down to about 42 at the moment. Yeah, by just not paying it that constant attention. So it needs that attention and constant taking care of it basically, or your rating will suffer.
Yeah.
What about yours, mate?
I'm quite happy to just be a soldier when it comes to guilds.
Yeah, well, I've been in Shield of Glory since January, and we've come up in the rankings. I think we were in the top 20 when I started, and we've been in the top 5 for the last couple months. And we were talking about where we're going as a guild and what we wanted to do and really what our next direction was. And we realized that I think we were the only really major top ranked guild that didn't have any feeders or legacy guilds or any other sort of apparatus that would sort of be an expansion. And so we kept talking about that. What would that look like? How would we structure things? How would we structure our main guilds? So, I mean, really in the last, I think 3 weeks, I picked up a guild, and my guildmate Magic picked up a guild. And now the whole Kingdom of Glory, as we're calling it, we have three guilds within the top 10 or 15 that are all full. And it just all of a sudden happened. So we have this whole guild family, and we're like, okay. Like Discord's going crazy all the time, and we have a lot of great enthusiastic people just ready to go and sharing ideas, and it's a lot of fun. It's just, I didn't expect it all to happen so fast though. So yeah, so I've got my guild is Aegis of Glory, and we're having a great time. We got second place in our last brawl, missed first place by 1 win. I had 1 loss, as one of my members pointed out. So I was just like, thank you. Thank you. But yeah, it was amazing. It's just been incredible. I'm still blown away at how fast it's all been moving once we finally decided to put our minds to it. So a lot of luck, but just a lot of getting out there and saying, "Hey, come on in. This is what we got going on. Join us. We have a lot of fun." And so
That's awesome. Congrats.
thank you. It's really cool.
Hope to be there one day. Get the top 10 first.
Yeah, I missed that, but then I got ahead of the other top 10 one for a little bit. So I was like, "What's up?"
I read that post that Sinistry put together for the whole Kingdom of Glory thing with a little dab here and there at the IG.
Yeah, and that's too. Yeah, Sinistry's been mulling that idea around for a long time, like expanding the guild with a coin, with a token. And so Sinistry, separate to what we're doing with growing the guilds out by number of guilds, put together the Kingdom of Glory coin, which is our first, as he's billing it, Hive's first empathy token. So it's just still in its infancy, but the basic idea right now is once we trounce you, you might find, as you wake up in the burning rubble, some Kingdom of Glory coins on your chest, and you can present them in any of our discords, and then we'll offer you empathy.
Essentially, it's a teabagging. Like you're teabagging, and that's fine. That's what we can do with airdrops. That's what you can do, right? You can say, "Here you go, I teabagged you."
There we go, my teabag mug. Yeah,
that's a mug shot.
Exactly. Yeah, so pretty much, yeah. So we're growing guilds. We have a teabag token, and yeah, it's exciting.
Can we talk about where you picked the guild up and how that came about, or is that under wraps?
It's fine by me.
Yeah, well, I knew this very handsome chap who had an affinity for alpha flesh golems, so I was just like, "Hey, man, see you have this level 10 guild. Would you be interested in some deck and some flesh golems?" And he happened to say,
Interested in
yes.
some what?
Flesh golems.
Flesh golems.
The deck with the accent. I was just
Deck?
like,
Deck.
I know this
How do
fine
you guys,
gentleman.
wait,
Are you
DEC?
interested in
Wait, how
some
do you,
deck?
well,
Lucky you're not from New Zealand.
Yeah.
I have a whole lot of deck to give you for this guild.
Hey, he
My
was
good
given
friend.
a lot of deck.
A lot of deck.
There was a lot of deck involved, man.
Bag of deck.
Back to the teabagging. Yeah.
I'm just gonna log off Zoom now, and you guys can have a nice show.
Yes, we came to an arrangement, a gentleman's agreement.
Yes.
So there was a flesh column included, which I think from now on is the price of doing business with me. I think I'm gonna make that a thing. All good. So I picked it up. That guild I actually picked up off J6969 back a long time ago. It was previously botted, and I over the course of holding it for, I guess, 18 months, 2 years, something like that, I certainly did well out of the deal. I've had a few people message me afterwards and say, "What were you doing? I would have offered you." And I'm like, "Well, you didn't though, did you? You didn't tap me on the shoulder and say, here." Over the last 12 months or so, I've had a few, "Would you be interested in selling?" But that's not the same as actually hitting me with an offer, right? I don't want to backwards and forwards. Come to me and say, here's what I'm offering you, and then okay, yeah, then I can accept or reject it. But would you ever be interested in selling? Maybe. It's like, I don't want to open negotiations on this thing. If you want to make me an offer, just make it. And so that's what happened.
Yeah, I think it was maybe 12 or 24 hours of talking tops, and then you had your DEC and your golem, and I had the guild. So yeah, it was great.
It was going to a good home. And I got sick of trying to run it as a slumlord with guys, having to chase up their rent. And I'm like, oh,
it's annoying that. They did say, though, aren't they bringing in some feature, I heard, was at the last town hall back, where they'll take that out automatically. So we won't have to chase them. Yeah. It will make it so much easier for everyone. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'd be open to starting a brand new one. Like if that was the case, I'd be open to starting a brand new one. But yeah, it just drove me
It is
bonkers.
a lot
So
of
I'm
work.
glad it's found a good home. I'm glad it's in good hands.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been treating us well so far. So, and a few of your members are really awesome, and a few others have left.
They chucked it Tanny, did they?
Well, nobody's DM'd me and said, "What the hell did you do?" So
Who is this guy? He's a Nazi.
Oh shit.
Yeah, no, it was the first brawl. Somebody signed up for Frey and didn't play, and I was just like, "See ya."
Don't you hate that? I usually give him a chance.
I was
usually
just
give him
like,
one chance.
nope,
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
done.
Yeah.
Dead to me.
And then if they got rankings, I drop them down one rank, and then give them a few warnings. Maybe I shouldn't be as nice guy then. Yeah.
I don't know.
Look,
And so the Aegis is full now already.
Yeah, we have 29 out of 30, or
Okay.
28 or 29 out of 30.
Nice.
So
So
it's
quick.
in the hierarchy. It's the feeder / legacy guild for glory. So if we have an active member in Shield who says, I'm not feeling the game anymore, I don't want to be really active, I just kind of want to take a break, like my guild is their home, so they still have a max level guild with a max hall, max lodge, and we're not just being like, you're out on the street. Particularly for our members who've been with Shield since its inception, or for a couple of years, or because it's like, that was one of the things we talked about too, where we were like, we have some members who are great, who've done a lot for the guild, but maybe they haven't been active for 5 or 6 months. But like, what an ass thing to do, just to be like, you're done. And like, we want a place for them to feel appreciated and welcomed, and like a landing spot for people to be, if they're not going to be active as well, where they can still have a place to earn and feel fulfilled and feel welcomed. So that's my guild. Guardians of Glory is Magic's guild, where he's just pretty much getting in every.
Unless they
leaderboard.
put their name down for a fray and don't turn up.
What's that? Yeah.
It's like, it's the retirement village. Get out. You didn't come to the morning bowls.
Light my torch.
Bingo. Where were you Thursday night for Thursday night bingo?
Damn you, Phyllis.
It is hard. We've got in the Roaring 20s, we've got a few guys who are long-termers who haven't engaged, played, or anything. And it's all right at the moment because we've got 15 frays. 15 frays. But when we upgrade the arena, we get to 18, and we've still only got those 30 members. We're going to really start to struggle, I think. And last fray we had last brawl we had 2 empty frays, and I actually ended up having to take one that I wasn't particularly suited for. What I've been doing recently is just waiting till everybody else has picked a fray, and then I'll pick whichever one is left that I think is the most is the one I can do the most justice to. But I lost in straight sets in the last brawl, so I'm prepared now. I've sold my one guild, and I'm going to get kicked out of the 20s. So now I'll go from 2 to 0. But I'm literally like, I'm waiting until everybody else is picked, and we've only got an hour or so to go, and then I'll go, okay. But I think what's going to happen is the SPS rewards are going to come in for guild brawls, and then a few of those guys who've been umming and ahhing are going to start wanting a fray. We might find then that we've got guys falling over each other and competing with each other for it. So it makes it difficult. I don't really want to clear out some of these guys and then find that I've replaced them with people that want to fight every brawl, and now we've got more brawlers than we do frays. So it's a tough balance. It really is.
Yeah. I've noticed even just with the season battling since the SPS rewards, there's a lot more people in there really like, the appeal for SPS has obviously pulled some people who didn't care so much to the DEC. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm just curious with the how you guys like connected for the guild. So did you guys know each other before the show? Like
Mr.
No.
Rogers and I know it's the first time
Right.
we met was
No.
chatting on
Well,
on the show.
what's funny is Magic, Luis, he was the one who found he was the one who found you, Matt, Mosh Pit. Because he was looking for guilds to buy. And I forget what Guardians was before he picked it up, but he found that guild and he found Mosh Pit, which is now Aegis. And we were looking at it and I was like, well, hey, like this is exactly what I'm looking for. And I know Matt from the show. And he was like, it's yours, carry on. And I said, okay. So I just dropped Matt a message and we went from there.
It is fine. It's nice when it's somebody that you know too, because you don't have to think, oh, this is a couple of grand, I better get a go between for this, because I just go, I don't know, this is fine. You know, he knows that it's me. So it just makes it a whole lot smoother, right? It's not that there's somebody ripping me off. We know each other, so
and
those
Magic's
relationships
just sketchy anyway. So
those relationships they matter, and they're going to matter more, I think, over time.
Yeah. So yeah,
And
there
Matt
you
has
go.
a track record.
Built
And Matt-
relationship building through the show and
Yeah.
down the track. This springs out of it. That's awesome.
Is that Geo throwing some shade over there? Is that what's happening? You talked over the top of him, but I really want to know if he's
I
going to
said
actually.
you have a good track record for dealing with people in this game and doing transactions, like being the middleman, like you're real trusted,
Yeah, the key is integrity. You learn to fake that and you've got it made.
That's it.
Has anyone thought once the SBS rewards do come and there's not enough phrase for everyone to compete, have you decided what type of system you're going to put into play for your guilds so you're not having to think that everyone, has to participate, because they all might want to participate. So, yeah, I haven't given that a thought yet. Have any of you said that before?
It's a good idea.
I can take
that.
Well,
I'm glad at the moment that we're struggling to fill the phrase, because it won't be long before the SPS rewards come out. And if we've got a few more phrases than we do battlers at the moment, then hopefully that turns around and we don't have too many more battlers than we do open phrase. So yeah, it's a balancing act. I don't know how we're going to do it. It's going to have to go based on previous performances, but then in what fray, right? For example, my performances are pretty dismal of the last few battles, of the last few brawls, but then I'm taking the ones that nobody else want. So how do you weigh that up? I don't know.
True. It's going to be difficult. That's why I thought I'd ask, because I give it some thoughts and I didn't really have many thoughts on it. I was like, I could do a couple of things, but yeah.
I've been lucky with the phrase in originally with the drop bears and now with earn. The A and B, like it's like always just take the A and B fray. There's not a lot of people that can fill that fray. So it's just been I've moved into the guild and it's like there's the spot and it's free, so I'll take it. So Mr. Rogers, you're about to share with us your strategy for divvying the phrase.
We started to do we started off, it was just a free-for-all, and then we decided to get a little more structured with it a few months back, and we pretty much kept the gold foil phrase as you're locked in if you can fill it, because not everybody's competitive there and has the cards to compete there. But for every other fray, if you were a top 5 performer in the brawl, you had your choice of fray for the next brawl. And if you were a bottom 5, you were benched until I think 10 hours till the next brawl started. And that way we had just a constant rotation of people in who wanted to play, who were interested to play. And then if there wasn't anything, or if there wasn't interest, then the bench people could still come back in and play and fill that. So a few months of that, and then we got really good data on who performed well and who didn't perform well in certain frays. And now we're able to, for the most part, really fine tune it as to who belongs in which fray. At least we're still in tier 2. So we're going to try to bounce up. I'm pretty sure we're going to be bouncing up a couple of tiers once the SPS rewards come out. But so we've sort of tried to balance it out with being fair and then trying to find good data on who belongs where and just try to make it the best possible fit we can for who's doing best where, and then also letting everybody in who wants to. Right now in my guild, I'm just like, fill it and play. Like, that's all I care about. So I think, yeah, there's a few different ways you can approach it like that. I really like the way we did it, where it was just, you know, the top people got in, the bottom people sat out, unless no one was filling, and then you can just go like that.
It's a good strategy.
Yeah, it was
good.
nice.
I might steal that.
Yeah, because then I figured, like, I learned that I was really good at silver phrase, and I'm also not bad at the novice phrase. So, and I never would have guessed it.
So when you said you're playing tier 2, is that Shield of Glory, or were you talking specifically about
Yeah,
alias?
Shield of Glory. We're still in the tier 2 brawls, just because we looked at it and we thought, well, we're getting more crowns here, and that's gonna, for now, like, we were more incentivized to stay in tier 2 where we could get more crowns until the incentive was there for all of us to bump up and then raise our tier as high as we can in terms of
so could be bumping into you guys then in tier 2.
We might. Wouldn't that be fun?
Who does your A and B, Frey?
Who does our A and B, Frey?
I'll go
I'll look it up
and start studying their strategies.
I'll shut up for a minute and I'll look that up.
All right. So before the recording, we start talking about the SPS airdrop for land coming up, which I knew nothing about. I must have missed that when that came to the forefront. So who wants to pitch in some knowledge on that deal?
Sep, I've not read up on it. Did you have any further elaboration on that? I was just looking for the...
I didn't read up 100% on it. Like I said, I watched a few stuff on it. I did briefly look at it, but not a great deal. I'm unsure of the exact numbers, but like they did say that they're going to be releasing that. So, but if I remember when we were chatting before, I think you knew a bit more than I knew about that. I just knew certain numbers. I think it was anywhere from they had the random number from 1 to 5, isn't it? So it's still, we just don't know. Yeah,
I saw a few things bandied around in chat. I'm not sure whether that was the full 5 years. The original white paper had a 1 year airdrop plus a 5 year distribution phase, and I understood that the 5 years would start at the same time as the first year. The first year would be both concurrently, but it seems like we've had the airdrop and we haven't yet really started with the I guess the main SPS staking rewards, you know, where you're staking on a person to get rewards based on how well they battled. So I'm not quite sure what the timing of everything is, but a few people have been saying that landholders will be getting SPS just as a straight up drop. If that's just for holding the land. If that's for 5 years, then yeah, that's me retired. So
yeah, there's a certain amount allocated out on each of them for the different 5 airdrops of the SPS, if I remember right. Yeah.
Okay.
There's a few different things. I can't remember them all off the top of my head now. I'd have to go back and look at it. If I looked at it fresh, I'd probably remember. Yeah.
And
a lot of paperwork.
And also, like if you got a rare land or legendary land, like they will bring in different amounts of value, you know. So just gotta wait.
To do with crafting and everything.
Yeah, I mean, it's also speculative right now, but we could just talk about anything and it may or may not be right, you know. So
yeah, true.
Yeah, same as the Genesis League Soccer. You know, the tokens for that. Yabba said they're going to be airdropped to SPS stakers. So I think the moral of the story is stake your SPS, right? Don't sell it.
Mm-hmm. Throwing out about that is it air defense game, the tower defense game?
Tower defense,
that's getting released at the same time as the new pack release, isn't it?
It does seem to be fairly imminent. First I heard of it was they're looking to get approval and where they're going to sign off and starting to develop it. But the chatter recently has been a bit more, okay, we're partially through coding this game, so I'm not sure what's involved or how far along plans are. But I would say Splinterfest will be the one to watch out for. I think there's a real, ever since Steve Jobs got up on stage at the Apple and did his keynote and said, here's the iPhone, it's kind of been that buzz, the in-person, there's the guy on stage walking around. There's something about that. So I think we're going to see Yabba and Agrid up on stage talking to us remotely, and also the crowd that's actually there, and feeding off that energy and dropping some big bombs. So really looking forward to that.
I think they did say as well, wasn't it, something they can stake 5 cards in that the tower defense game. So we're going to be able to stake the cards that we own in Splinterlands in that game.
Yeah, Aggie said something about you'll have to stake them in that game, and you won't be able to play with them while they're staked in that game. I don't know if there's...
But yeah, because like a staking feature is available there, so that's going to... and that'll improve your tower if you've got a monster stake to it. So, but yeah, no official white paper on that yet, or on GLS. So no, there's not.
Just got to until we do, there's nothing really to pull apart.
Yeah, true. Yeah. Hearsay. That's the hearsay from Town Hall. I think this week, wasn't it? Yeah.
So on Splinterfest over in your part of the world, there, Mr. Rogers, are you heading that way?
I am. Yeah.
You are.
I was on the fence for a while, and then I was just like, how can I not? Like, there are gonna be so many cool people there, and it's gonna be so much fun. And with the in-game benefits and the opportunity to meet so many just amazing people, and so many people connected with the game itself, and just, I was like, how can I not? Like, it's not in my backyard. Like, it's gonna be a big trip, but it's on the other side of the country for me. But
as opposed to the other side of the world.
Well, yeah, like for you guys, what a pain in the butt it would be to get over here. But yeah, I was just like, I mean, the thought of like future Splinterfests probably being on the other side of the world, or the other side of the pond, at least, for the foreseeable future, I would imagine. Yeah, I thought I'm gonna pull that trigger and go. I'm really excited.
Right move.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm dead envious, mate. That's great.
Maybe we could get some a bit of an interview happening on site.
That would be so much fun.
Hook up on Zoom. You're probably the best one to pick the timing. I mean, my time is reasonably flexible, so this time is the best time, and I'll get up early or stay up late, or whatever's required. And you can just roam around with your mobile phone, and you like the roving reporter on site doing some real time.
It'll be so much fun. We should totally do that. Cool.
Yeah.
You're gonna smash that tournament.
You'd be up for that?
We'll see. Sometimes I'm really good in tournaments, and then sometimes I'm not at all.
It's a big one. What did they say? $50,000 prize or something for that tournament at Vegas said putting on or something?
I've heard land plots
as well.
Land plot or land plots are going to be up for grabs. Yeah, and I know like there's something 5 figures. I don't know if like the top prize is 5 figures or the total pool is 5 figures. But yeah, it sounds really exciting.
Yeah, those tournaments too, the ghost card tournaments where they decide the level of card that everybody plays with, and it's just a real meritocracy. I think a lot of people are going to be finding that they're heavily reliant on their cards, and don't have much natural talent to back it up. I think others we might find that they're great when they've got their spreadsheets in front of them, but maybe in person at an event, maybe they don't got the skills without their extra tools. So I think there's a lot to be learnt and seen from those tournaments. So I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, there is a lot of third-party apps.
I'm going into the tournaments just thinking I'm going to get the absolute shit kicked out of me, and
no expectations,
and I'm going to have fun. That's all.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, the reverse of that could be true. I mean, if you're used to playing naked and everyone else is playing at home with their, their digital army, backing them up and digital advisors, yeah, you might just, trump up.
Hey, who knows? It'll just be fun to be there and be with other players and be in the same room, and a bunch of my guildmates are going too. That was what really sold me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like there's gonna be at least 4 of us that I know of for sure, and I might be forgetting some. So, yeah, there could be 5. We're working on another one.
Okay.
So yeah, there's 4 or 5 that I know for sure.
All right. And I guess you've never actually met any of these people before than no?
No. Yeah. So it'll be a lot of fun. We'll see.
It's gonna be wild, man.
Yeah.
It's gonna be so good.
Mm-hmm.
And you're in Vegas.
Yeah, I've never been to Vegas. That was another thing. I was like, well, when am I ever going to go to Vegas? Because I don't gamble. I've gambled enough to know I like it enough to stay away from it. You know what I mean? Like this, not for me. So it's my one time to really go to Vegas and see it and be like, okay, this is the Strip. This is cool. Like, yeah. So I was just like, yeah, this has got to happen.
Because crypto is not gambling at all.
No.
It's got its ups and downs.
Yeah.
It's a perfectly sound investment with no risk. And whoops. Yeah.
Actually, is that still the case in the UK? Because I remember, like with tax, when there was like, this is probably 2017, 2018 sort of time frame. They just didn't know what category to put it into, so they put it into gambling. But then there's like so much money you can make from gambling that's not taxable, and it's like, oh, hang on, I think we made the wrong decision. Does everyone know what the deal ended up being in the UK with crypto?
No, couldn't tell you. I know they slapped us good here. They make us pay. Yeah, what did we get? We got, like, if we own property, that's our tax on it. What's it called again? What's the property tax thing called again? I forget what that's called.
Capital gains tax?
Yeah, that's what we got for
CGT.
Capital gains tax, and we got to pay that on it. Yeah.
But of course, during the bull run, when it goes down, well, there's nothing for that though, is there? But but we'll take it all when you're on the bull run.
Exactly.
Yeah, because if you cash it out at a loss, you've got that loss always. But you can claim that loss as well, I think, somehow. Yeah.
You can only claim it against winnings, though. And again, like, who wants to be feeding an accountant in your... the government should just fuck off. We really don't need it. It's just a parasite that just feeds off of it.
Well, here's what I don't get, right? So Yabba and Agro hightail it with my money. I ring the AFP and I say, oh, hey, these guys in Philadelphia have just taken off with my crypto. They're just going to laugh and hang up. So what am I paying them taxes for? Like, what services are you providing me in exchange for this? Apart
they're
from
fixing the roads, Matt. They're fixing the roads.
Yeah. I already pay that with my fiat taxes. Anyway.
Yeah.
What have the Romans ever done for us?
Sanitation. Yeah, that's great. Great scene.
All right. So, Gio, you're keen to show Mr. Rogers and Matt how the game of Splinterlands should be played, I believe.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
So, who do you want to flog first, Matt or Mr. Rogers?
I'm going to go for the M dog.
Okay.
Wait, they both start with M.
M, yeah.
Oh, yeah, they do too. Yeah.
The guest, Mr. Rogers. Mr. Rogers. Who is actually the guild leader of my alt Buffet.
Yeah.
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 All right.
brawl,
So,
4-0.
You
Just
better win,
remember,
Gio. Better win,
just
Gio. You
remember-
might be looking for a new guild at the end of the
I
show.
can kick you.
Hey, I'll still come crawling back. So good. You need to remove my legs as well and my
I
arms.
know.
It's
I
just
need
a
those
flesh wound.
powers.
It's just a flesh wound.
All right, I
You
can
forgot
send.
to cut out my tongue. I can still mock you.
All righty. Let me send it to you.
There's some bad blood. I was going to say save it for the arena there, boys. Let the boxing be, before the boxing match when they really get it, it's like, oh no, save some for the ring.
Thought you two were friends. What?
I'm hoping. How does gold level sound?
Sure.
Why?
Gio's. Yeah, go on.
I can't spell it.
You
Hold
can't
on.
spell gold.
No, Mr. Rogers. Hold on.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
I
very,
have to.
it's Mr. and then Rogers.
Yes.
So 2 R's in the middle. Yeah.
Oh,
Er.
okay.
Starts with
Okay.
M and ends in Mr. Rogers.
Yes. With an S.
M to the S, homie.
Yes.
I just sent.
Oh, you did.
Mhm.
Oh wait, your face is in the way. There we go. I'm going to. Yeah. All right.
So Gio's got a
speak.
bit of a dilemma here because if he doesn't win, Mr. Rogers might think he's not good enough for the guild and kick him out. But if he
I
does
just-
win, then Mr. Rogers might feel a little bit oofed and
Sir.
kick him out.
I just
Yeah.
came 4-0 in my brawl. So represent.
Oh, you swept?
Yeah.
I didn't.
In gold. I'd never do that as well. I had to rent. I rented a few cards, Chancius and
Wait,
all that
sharing?
stuff.
Are you sharing your screen? Because I'm not.
Oh no,
No,
well,
We don't
We
share.
share
Oh,
we
right.
both
We don't
pick.
share. We don't share. It's been too long.
Yeah.
I'm ashamed.
it's all good.
Yeah.
All right. Well, here we go.
You already picked your team.
So what have we
Just
got?
about. We got 27. Holy protection and healed. No healing. Healed out.
Healed out
Ooh.
Divine Shield.
That's what we have.
What's Matt cracking up at there?
Holy protection. I'm like, what is that? I can see where you go, Divine Shield.
Yeah.
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 It's like the
Holy-
game was translated into a foreign language, then back into English for Geo's sake.
That's what the rules of combat. It says holy protection. It's not divine shield. Why?
Hey, really?
Yeah, no, so yeah.
Yeah, that's what it's. Yeah.
Wow.
Wait,
The
okay.
actual, my bad.
Yeah, mine too.
Yeah. It's like Stampede and Trample, or what's the other? Everybody's Enraged is, I forget, Anger Monkeys or something.
I don't
It's like
know,
what all
actually.
these are. You know what all the rule sets do, but what I don't know what they're called.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
wording, man. It's again, it's the semantics as you called it, Mr. Rogers. It just don't. It's whatever.
Oh man, this sucks. I'm stupid. This is dumb. I need more coffee. You got me.
Nah,
it's
I don't
over.
reckon, Mr. Rogers.
No.
You
Mr.
both submitted.
Rogers.
Yeah, you beat
Hold
me.
up.
I
I
didn't
will
show me the
pause.
battle, but you beat. Wait. Oh God!
Whoa.
Why did I say that? I'm
Oh,
so.
it's all right. All good, buddy.
Oh!
The suspense.
All right. I love you.
He was fuming.
You
Yeah.
guys,
Right.
yeah.
You beat him so hard you made him squeal.
All right. What do we have? You see this? Okay.
Yeah, you didn't bring much.
Wow. Well, if you hadn't like blown the whistle there, I would have picked you for that with that lineup there, actually.
Same.
Especially with Elmo. Tickle me Elmo at the front there.
And you know what? I always go snipe, right? Sneak. I mean, it's just what I.
Wow, I'm really surprised. Yeah, I want to see how this plays out.
Same.
Yeah.
All right. I'll just play it.
Okay.
Did you go skip results, Mr. Rogers?
No, when I hit battle, it said invalid
Oh.
object. It took me right back to the
Oh
Whatever.
no! Yes, I get it.
Make a
Yeah.
note of that, Gio. You can use that excuse next time you skip to battle too.
Oh, I don't need that. No, no, I think you've won. This is
Has
no
he been
way.
leading us on? Yeah, because is he leading us on here? It's like
Wow. Okay, that makes no sense. My fly dodged yours just
Yes.
twice. That's
Yeah.
busted.
yeah.
That's not right. And no poison. Maybe I should speed it up. a
Oh
bit.
yeah, here, yeah. Because now, yeah.
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
My little blight's like, no.
And now I'm gonna put. Okay, no poison, but I've got 2 cards with
Grump,
poison.
grump.
Right,
Yeah.
right. And
I don't know, I still got
13
a
on
chance.
Stitch Leech.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Final
Yeah.
poison at the end there. Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, I would not
okay.
have picked if didn't know the result, I would not have picked that at
Same.
all. Yeah.
Same, man. All
So
right.
that could have been a real good nail biting game there.
Could have.
All good. All right. Hey, how's this working again?
So I think you should take on the Matt now, and then we'll watch
All right, Matt,
Matt and
yeah.
Rogers go for it. Yeah.
Beautiful. Let's yeah, Matt, I already got your name in. How does gold? That's right. We played in gold as well. You're not. I know you guys are used to diamond, right? Well, you know what? I'm gonna send you also a gold invite, Matt. So
It's
Let's do it.
even field. All right.
yeah.
Okay. Matt's got his serious face on there.
I think that was RNG now for sure. I reckon in any other instance, I should have lost that.
Yeah.
You just had a better summoner. You had Almo.
Lineup,
you got
yeah.
Blight.
Well, I mean, you had so much sneak.
Yeah, I did. But still,
I don't think there was no way I was going to take care of your sneak monsters before you snuck me to death.
Enough damage, yeah.
Yeah. I'm just
Repair
looking-
would have helped.
Yeah. Well,
If I'd had a thorny monster in the back, maybe.
thorny.
A thorny monster.
If you had
Okay,
a thorn.
We have 32 mana. It's Spreading Fury, which is everybody has Enrage, which is the
Yes.
example I thought was-
Fury. Yes.
And then Armored Up. So 32 mana, everyone's enraged, Armored Up. We've got all available except for Fire and Earth. Come on, man, I want Earth. This is redonk.
Redonk.
I'm all about the Earth
Redonkulous.
life.
He's all about that.
That's his throw off, and he brings another team. He got me that 4.
I wouldn't be surprised. Really wouldn't. I really don't know. I seriously don't know.
It's good to see that you're actually thinking now, though, Gio, about what you're doing. Yeah,
No, it's Matt. He just chooses these like teams, and it's like they have like 6 attack. You know, like something ridiculous. Like
Not in gold, man. I'm terrible in gold. Anyway, I've submitted. Let's see what happens.
well, I have not.
Did he bring the life leech?
What is it about Gold League? Gold League sucks.
Well, I'm in the same situation where
Or the scavenge. Probably the scavenge.
when I'm
I do
in,
love
in
the
silver.
scavenge.
Okay.
The hardest thing for me with silver at the beginning of each season is no poison on my Silver Shield Assassin and no heal on my Windaku. That
Okay, I'm gonna put it back into the right sort of.
speaking of Windaku, you know how you get the splinter bites comes up while you're waiting for your opponent to. But I actually caught the Windaku one today. Has anyone seen that?
Nope.
It produces
think
these
so.
pheromones that do something to your opponent that allows the Windaku to start devouring you before you're actually dead.
Before you've noticed, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, that's dark, man. Like, that is so dark.
That one is really cool.
Yeah. Rule set, Gio.
Sorry. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. And drop it back to double speed.
Yes.
I
Enraged.
might be in trouble here, I reckon.
Or maybe not.
I was thinking you were going to sneak or opportunist, hence the enchanted
No.
defender up the back there.
That's why I didn't do it, because I knew you were thinking that.
See, I love the amplify on Wraith, because you've got those crystal jaguar, crystal werewolf. They do thorns. They cause all sorts of mischief, but it does mean that I need melee up the front. I do like my silence on my crystal werewolf if he has it at this level. Oh yes, yeah, he does. So that might take some of the sting out of your magic attacks.
It's not going to do anything. Yeah, hardly anything.
Gio, what's your second card?
That is Revealer. He stuns and
No, your second one. So one more to the right. That's your
Void Dragon.
Void Dragon.
Yeah, I'm hoping he does okay.
I don't have any still even after all those packs opened. I do not have a single Chaos pack dragon in my collection.
You know, I think Void Dragon is a bit. He's really good. Just even in gold, because he has one attack.
Speed, void, phase. Yeah, man.
He's fast.
Yeah, Void Dragon's an amazing.
How much is he for BCX?
He's pretty cheap. He's like $2-3 at the moment between there.
Okay.
Is it between three? Yeah, between 2 and 3.
Right.
I think.
And Matt, I don't know what your gold cards are. I'm not sure I've seen them before. What?
My gold cards?
He's got Enchanted Defender.
I get they're dice.
Not
dice
the other
cards.
one, yeah.
The Dwarven Wizard,
is
great.
Is that a different skin?
He's a stunning magic snipe. Not many magic snipes. I think he's the only one, maybe.
I think he might have this, to be honest.
Yeah.
I really
Death has a magic snipe.
Your Void Dragon's going to be too quick to get stunned by a Dwarven Wizard. But I don't know, man. It all depends. I mean, if my Dr. Blight poisons and afflicts on the first hit, then yeah, it might be game over. But otherwise, I'm going to give it to you. I think RNG would have to win it for me.
Oh, well, we'll see. Anyway, guys.
Life H there is going to help as well.
Yeah, thanks, Sep. Yeah, you nailed it. You got me.
Okay. I'm just going to play.
It's going to creep, that energy's going to creep up pretty quick.
Mr. Rogers, quick prediction?
I'll give it to Gio.
Yeah, me too. That poison straight off the bat. Brutal.
Stunned.
Hey.
I hit your Void Dragon, but didn't stun.
Yeah, that's flicking too much damage on you.
Yeah, the that amplify though on Wrath is so good with sneak cards or opportunists. Sneaking that Enchanted Defender up the back there has so often won with a match because that's all they go for, right? Opportunists go for him, sneaks go for him. Yeah, see, that's a stun. Oh, gee.
That's
If
ridiculous.
stun cards couldn't dodge, I'd be a happy camper.
Yeah, right?
They can't
But stun
retaliate,
cards
but they can dodge.
Can't heal. They can't heal.
No, that's true.
Oh,
Poison's doing so much damage in this.
9
game.
speed. What?
I think that's a game over there, Gio. Congratulations.
So,
Well done.
Well,
Yeah.
this is a turn of events for me.
Yeah, Seb,
We're
you're
on a
gonna have to
roll.
take him
Last
down, mate.
week-
He's gonna be
Yeah.
unbearable if somebody doesn't beat him.
Man.
we really pay us all out over
yeah.
the whole week.
That was a good game.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Void Dragon. I actually bought a lot of singles of him because I think one day he may be he may be harder to get. That's what I think.
That's the tip off. All right.
I think all up, I opened somewhere between 40, 45 Chaos Legion packs, and I don't have a single Dragon card. in Chaos Legion. I might have to
Yeah.
once I've got my Alric paid off.
He reminds me. He reminds me of the card you're hoarding, Mr. Rogers, but not as powerful with attack. The blue guy, Oshernus or whatever, Oshernus.
Jin.
Charlotte.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like that. He just has one, just 2 or 3 attack, I think, in diamond level. Yeah, and so pretty much what's good about him, because he has void armor and only 1 attack, when it gets reflected back to him, it does nothing. But if you have to have 2 attack, and I guess if your opponent has reflect or whatever the other amplify, then yeah, you will get trashed more, I guess. Yeah, you'll get killed easier. Anyway,
Right.
enough about that little rant.
Yeah. So we're going to see a diamond matchup then with
Okay.
the 2 legends here.
Yeah, I'd like to see you guys actually, Matt.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mister.
Yeah. Matt, do you want me to send the challenge?
Yeah. Yeah, go for it. Thanks, mate.
You bet.
And you'll have to share screen on this one. Rogers.
Okay.
Man, whenever I'm under pressure, I get like this nose twitch, and I can't stop it. It's like, it's no good.
This is one of those moments where I regret my page taking so long to load. And also,
And I've been buying a lot of cards. Since rentals took off, I've been just buying so many cards.
it's so much fun to rent and then watch your rentals compound into more rentals.
Exactly. And to keep an eye on keep your finger on the pulse and go, okay, there's this new rule set come out, or there's this new summoner, and I'm gonna stack this, and just to have the funds there to go in and go, yeah, I'm just gonna grab a whole heap of that. I grabbed Pellicor Conjurers the other day in gold foil, and I ended up with like 13 maximum level. Right, and there were three focuses each. They can go in 3 focuses each. So I'm like, this, yeah, I don't know. And look, I might be wrong, and they might just rent for regular amounts, but still, I mean, yeah.
Hey, who would have guessed that Xenith Archer would have shot up in price?
That was crazy.
Yeah. That it's still crazy. It's still crazy. She's still up. Or, like, it makes no sense.
So just a question here, Rogers, when you were saying compounding on your rentals, you're just talking about like buying more cards with the money from your rentals, or is there a feature I don't know about?
Yeah. So like, I don't know, you get like 2,000 deck DEC, whatever.
Yeah.
You guys got me all self-conscious now. Your earnings from your rentals, just put that into purchasing more rentals, and then day after day, you just snowball it, and then it's amazing. Yeah.
Wow.
I'm quite keen to see how much I end up with at the end of this, because I haven't been touching my SPS rewards or my DEC reward rentals, because I want to see at the end of the season like what it'll announce to. So I'm looking forward to we've only got a day to go anyway, 1 more day for the end of the season. Yeah,
I unstake majority of my SPS, thinking, just if I do want to move on, I've got the option, if you know what I mean, especially if I see an opportunity there. Yeah. If not, I'll just, because I'm unsure, but, during the pack relaunch, obviously, I personally think it will go up a little bit, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I unstaked 2K SPS, but the rest is all still staked. So if something pops up, I've got a little bit of something
there. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so I'll be buying individual Rift Watchers cards. I don't think I'll be buying many packs, if any, at all.
Because the vouchers will go up as well. So there's another place you could earn some more DEC as well to buy cards later, depending on your position,
I'd rather just get cards that I think will give me an advantage or like help my deck out.
Yeah, better card power. Yeah, for your strategy that you play. It's a lot smarter. Yeah.
All right.
Now, anyway.
The game skipped me out of the match and back to the screen. So I know who won, but I'm not
sharing.
I'm better.
All right.
The important thing is it wasn't Geo.
Exactly.
That's
Exactly. All
I'll
right.
take that.
So
I'll take it.
I'm gonna get this all set up, and then I'm gonna share my screen.
He seems pretty calm when he said that. Like, oh, I don't know who won. It's just me.
It could have been either one of us.
Okay. That's
All right.
All
So,
right. Ooh,
So we've got
the llama.
everybody stunning, beating each other up.
Yeah. Matt didn't go Earth.
what are we?
No, well, I'm thinking Dwarven Wizard for the snipe stun, and then the sniping narwhal and the mantoid to follow that up with ranged, hopefully to capitalise on any stunning there. So that was sort of what I was thinking.
Yeah.
So I didn't need to boost magic damage because I was hoping to do it all with the ranged. So hence the Selenia Sky. Bit of speed insurance up the front there with Chaos Agent, and then just some I guess health and armor and the like with the Spineback Turtle. So I think I think I might do all right actually. Just because I'm not really targeting his failed summoner, which does magic reflect apart from Medusa, and she'll hold up okay for a couple of rounds. And then I'm not really going melee, which is what the failed summoner does. I do have to worry about Amplify. I do have to worry about his scatter shot with his what's his face up the top there. Hopefully Chaos Agent dodges a few Dr. Blight hits and doesn't get poisoned and afflicted. Not that there's any healers on my team anyway. So yeah, I think I'll do all right. But yeah, I don't know. I'll give it to me.
Yeah. Well, I guess I'll go next. If you get your stuns off, I think you got it. Otherwise, I think I'm gonna give it to Mr. Rogers because he's just got poisons. You know, just so many poisons, heals,
And triage.
Yeah, triage, and I don't know, man. Yeah, so we'll see. But then again, you do have snipe, don't you? 2 snipes and
3
5
snipes.
attack. 3
snipes.
snipes. Oh shit.
2
Yeah,
triage.
My Epona is kind of toast, I think.
So the
Yeah.
snipes are going to be going for the back row. We've got 2 cards of triage.
Yeah,
I don't know if he has enough. I don't know if he has enough health by the time I'm hitting 2 or 3 times to
Yeah.
triage to really kick in.
I think, yeah, Matt, I think health is going to play a role in this. Look,
It's plus 2 health from the llama because he's great. But by the time we add in +1 to ranged from Selenia Sky, I just feel like I'm going to wreck his back row before he can punch through and do much damage from the front.
He's got that double triage and the repair and the thing though. So he's going to in the shield what is it? The Queen Masalius gives him the shield, so they all got shield.
Armor.
Yeah, shield and shield repair. Yeah.
So if you don't take that shield repair out, I don't know, because you're very strong. That's what I was looking at too. Like you're hitting really hard, but
and the extra life as well. So llama +2 and
strengthen.
That second card
2 strengthens, so then the energy goes up even higher.
Yeah, there's a lot of health there to punch through.
Yeah. No, I'm going to give this to Rogers. Yeah. Sorry, man.
I was going to say
you're hitting hard too, so it's hard to say. I
don't know.
Just because of the abilities, I'm going to go with the more abilities. Yeah, so I'll go with the more abilities. Earth.
Okay. So 2 on Mr. Rogers and Matt on himself. He can't just be the only one who's rooting on himself to win. So I'm going to go with you, Matt.
Oh, thanks, mate.
I'm going to give it to Matt too. I mean, these are just going to be like.
That's what he gets through them real quick.
You've seen the result.
I have.
The thing is-
I have seen the
Yeah.
results, but I haven't seen anything play out. So
The thing is, look, divine shield as well. Everyone's got divine shield, which means
Oh, right.
that rule set rewards hammering the one point over and over again, right? You want to strip the shields off and then hit them and hit them. And so I'm looking at your acid shooter's got the it's scatter shot, isn't it? Acid
Oh,
shooter.
it has two. Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't see that.
Yeah, so he's just hitting, like, he's going to be a couple of rounds before he does really much damage, I would think. I don't know. I'm still feeling it's me, but I've
Spreading that poison around too. Yeah.
Acid shooters.
I either get the winner or get the lesson, right?
So cripple with enraged or fury. Yeah. No, I'm still feeling Rogers. Still feeling Rogers
All
here.
right.
Okay.
All right, let's see.
There's the triage.
There's the poison.
There's the cripple. No stun.
Hey, the backfire.
Bit of backfire is good.
Yeah, backfire's a bitch.
Oh, that triage though. If I'm not getting this stun from the Dwarven Wizard, it's just not going to happen.
Yo, choice.
There goes Medusa. She was kind of filler though. She wasn't
There's
one
a
of my
shield
damage
back.
dealers.
Yeah.
Look at that. Yeah, yeah, game over. All right.
So
Yeah.
you had to get through them first too.
2 triages, 3 extra life.
Yeah.
Yeah, tank heal. He's got all the strengthen.
That whole team ties together really well. Ironically, if I'd have gone blue, the Dwarven Wizard might have actually, if I'd have gone Elric, Dwarven Wizard might have just done enough snipe damage to really punch in, but it's the armor's wrecked me there. Good work, man. Congratulations.
thank
Yeah.
you, sir.
Man, I'm actually surprised it was so one-sided.
Because of all the abilities.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that Queen Mycelia, every time I burst into tears looking at the screen, she's on it.
Yeah, she's great.
Yeah.
It's a beast.
All right. We've probably got time for one more game. We've got the
It's
10-minute
your turn,
mark
Bob.
just came up.
You versus Mr. Rogers in the league that you're comfy with.
All right. So be gold then, if you're happy with that, Mr. Rogers.
He hates it with a passion.
Half the abilities are gone.
I just don't have the cards for
I'll be
diamond.
like,
So.
dude, you there, you.
Oh, man.
It's the
It's
weirdest
kinda
thing. Like silver makes sense, even bronze, sort of. Gold, I'm just like a
You know,
puppet.
everyone says that, but until you're stuck there and that's where your limit is, you kind of have to love it and you get used to it. Like, it's not too bad.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
sure if I spent some time there, I'd be like, gold's really cool.
So it usually takes me a whole season just to get back into gold 1. But with only 1 day to go, I'm only in gold 2 and only just in gold 2. It's been quite a tough season. I think because of the SPS rewards, there's more. All right. So, we've got 52 mana as opposed to my normal 15 mana matches, but back to basics and no magic. Oh, that's going to be cool. Back to basics and no magic. Okay.
Why do you always get the shit ones?
Well, at least
It's
got
a big
some
number
mana
one,
this
too.
time though. But
Yeah.
geez, back to basics. Like magic's my default. I'll go Alric, but
Yeah.
You had that last time,
man,
I think.
No. Wasn't it 100?
no healing, no snipe, no sneak. No, God. Oh man, what am I gonna do?
But you
Put
don't
all your
really
health
have,
at the front and all your damage at the back.
yeah, you don't really have much to do. Just
Twin hitters help.
oh,
Wow.
Okay.
Oh. Oh, we're down to a minute already. Jeez.
Oh, it's intense for me. Just
Might
watching
have to
you.
just save. Might have to just save a link under the. Oh, you don't mean in the recording? You mean in the battle?
Yeah.
Okay.
43 seconds now. It's like, oh, jeez.
Can you even feel that much mana without magic cards?
I don't think so. 30 seconds. Oh, man.
If anyone can, Mr. Rogers. Mm-hmm. Ooh.
All right, submitted for 15 seconds on the clock. Let's get it up to the right screen.
You sharing?
Yeah,
My good
just
sir.
get it up to the right screen there. And there we go.
Beautiful.
Both gone up heavy up front, but that Kraken just makes a mess of my mech.
Yep. Double hits.
Look at the life in the back row there. 15, 15, 12. Oh. 3, 3, 6, 4. So a lot of my cards have got like 2 rounds in them, whereas Rogers has got like 3 or 4 rounds in each of his cards.
Got bits of armor here and there, but yeah, I think I'm gonna have to give it to him.
Yeah.
Goblin
same.
Pack doesn't have piercing, so I think
Yeah.
Mr. Rogers will take this one fairly.
He's got
can't-
lure.
I
He's
can't
got
see me
lure.
pulling this off at all. Seth, what
Oh
do you
yeah,
think?
with the ranged reflect.
Yeah, I'm the
Mm.
same. Because of it's double hit. He's double hitting you as well.
Yeah,
And he's got so much health. He's got so much health.
Oh, Kraken, yeah. Damn.
He could probably win this without attack with Lear Deep Swimmer. Just
Yeah.
put a whole lot of flesh up there and just let the arrows rain back on you. Knowing that there was no magic inbound and that there's no sneak or opportunity to worry about,
Lure's the best.
makes Lear a no-brainer. I don't have one, but if I did.
Yeah, I hired one a few times when I played it. I never liked it. But now I see
of
it
course,
work
my
really
lava,
good. In his
lava launch that can't even shoot at first because I didn't even, yeah,
Yeah, that's right.
it's all over. Yeah, well done.
Wow.
Well
Mr.
done.
Thank you, sir.
Rogers.
Yeah, Lear is very. I don't know. He gets some hate, but I love that card.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
you
don't know,
Good in
do.
that rule set.
Strong word. But,
When there's no magic involved, he can be very deadly.
yeah.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna, run with my usual, cling to my usual raft. I got stitched by the rule set again.
Unfair.
All right, we're gonna have to call that a wrap for the episode before Zoom cuts us off. Get in any final words, wrap ups, or anything from anyone?
It's just
Happy
a really
EOS,
good
everyone.
episode.
Yep, true.
Yeah, happy EOS. Yeah, and it was just fun.
All right.
I wasn't.
Always
yeah.
a good time. I'm dead jealous of Mr. Rogers going to Splinterfest though.
Yeah.
Bastard.
Yeah, we'll get him to do some raving on the spot. So,
I
Mr.
have one of these
Rogers,
smartphones, so we can like
Send some pictures.
we
Yeah.
can totally make it happen.
thanks for coming
Wonderful.
back. Thanks for coming back on, guys. And if you're
Yeah.
watching this at home and you see the fun that we have in the battles, and you'd like to share one of your battles in the link, we'll analyze it. We'll break it down in the same way. Or if you'd like to come on the show and do some battling with us, again, just drop a comment below. And each week, the commenter whose comment generates the most engagement on the post will also receive 10% of the post rewards. So like, share, comment. Come on the show, have some fun.
Let's wrestle.
Yeah, let's. All right. Thanks, guys. Look forward to seeing Yo out there in episode 36. I'm Bob Fett. Peace out.
Hey.